Have you ever been into a wood or a forest when it is dark and suddenly you saw like a glowing dots floating around, and then you figured out that it is actually an animal? Seems peculiar, right? But what if I tell you it is actually a natural occurrence that's called bioluminescence? Basically, bioluminescence is a term used to define a living organism that able to emit light. So today, me, Faiz, and my friend Bang are going to walk you through the importance of bioluminescence to human being. So genuinely, this particular interest on the topic rises when we are pursuing our study in veterinary medicine course and had been introduced to it in certain subjects such as biochemistry, genetics, and so on. So today, our main focus is about the practical sides of bioluminescence, which is the uses of, of bioluminescence in dairy industry and food industry, and also the uses of bioluminescence as green energy. So on the whole, I am going to present the uses of bioluminescence in dairy industry or generally food industry. So currently, trend in nutrition and food technology are increasing the demands on food handlers to ensure a safe food supply. The consumer has become much more aware of food safety issues as the result of publicity given to the foodborne diseases in the media due to the fact that most foodborne illness were due to mishandling the food services. Thus, there is a necessity in any food manufacturing operation to provide an adequate testing to verify quality of these raw material. Therefore, here we can see how bioluminescence come in handy. So firstly, bioluminescence can serve for the purpose of identifying raw milk quality. We all know that milk contains a lot of bacteria, enzymes such as protease, lipases, galactosidase, and such enzyme may cause the milk to spoil. So as stated by the researchers M.W. Griffith, the development of ATP bioluminescent assay may enable us to determine the microbial and enzyme content in milk. So second of all, bioluminescence also can be used in detecting pathogen. So in the past decades, headlines have been related to such uh, pathogens such as salmonellas in egg, like listeria bacteria in soft cheese, E. coli in hamburgers, and BSE in beef. So we must find a proper solution to detect such contamination. According to researchers, we can use ATP bioluminescence to determine the presence of pathogen in the milk. It can be done by introducing ATP bioluminescent bacteria as the marker to detect to a milk sample. The marker able to detect the presence of ATP from the activity of those contaminating pathogens. This quantitative evaluation can show a result by displaying a glowing appearance. So according to the experiment done, the amount of light emitted is proportional to the number of bacteria infected. So now I move on to my friend.
Apart from the above, we are to introduce you the next main point, the uses of bioluminescence as green energy. In World Resources Report, green energy is defined as energy obtained from clean and renewable resources. Therefore, bioluminescence, which uses luciferase enzymatic reaction, is undoubtedly green energy. First, bioluminescence is used as bioindicator in environmental monitoring. Instead of using chemical tests, which is more likely to produce contamination, the 14th International Conference on Environmental Science and Technology has recommended us bioluminescent bacteria assay, or BLB assay. For your information, environmental monitoring includes the monitoring of possible pollution in nature, such as biotoxicity level in water and soil. BLB assay will help us to indicate the presence of the pollutants. Its examples heavy metals, chromium and copper, and the excessive amount of pesticides when the bioluminescence in the sample decreases. In this case, this bioluminescent indicator not only visualizes the results, but also contributes a lot in terms of zero pollution research in environmental monitoring. Moreover, bioluminescence shows its potential to replace artificial lights in the future. I believe most of us used to hear about this idea, the glow-in-the-dark tree. According to an article named Glow-in-the-Dark Trees Could Someday Replace City Street Lights by Lena Bendoim, this luminous tree is created by inserting bioluminescent gene into it. It shows the green energy in case of very low energy consumption, in which the energy source is the metabolic energy of the plant itself. The raw material is simply sunlight, carbon dioxide, and some water. Besides, the article shows us a shocking statistic. When a city, namely Detroit, switches its street light into LED, the carbon emission is decreased by 40,000 tons per year. Just imagine, bioluminescent trees would be another, even greener alternative. However, time is needed to make this research into reality, as the amount of light emitted from bioluminescent tree nowadays is equivalent only to become a common desk lamp. So to wrap up, I would like to reiterate that bioluminescence brings lots of importance to human beings in the context of dairy industry and as the green energy. Bioluminescence has its advantages, become environment-friendly indicator and energy source that we as the human should utilize it as a way of appreciating and preserving our mother nature. Thank you.